Mama and Papa were laying in bed.
Mama and Papa were laying in bed.
Mama rolled over, and this is what she said.
Mama rolled over, this is what she said.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Give me some.
P.T.
P.T.
Friendly fire. After only an hour of testing for any intelligence even conceivably useful to the military, I can no longer focus or think straight, and sure as hell can't do 7 more hours without going nuts. My bloodstream, now a Yangtze of yellow fever, smallpox, and plague vaccines. I'm a lockjawed, yawning hippo. My fevered, sleep-deprived brain no more alive than a bowl of scorched oatmeal. And all these A, B, C, D columns of fill-in-the-answer bubbles converging and retreating on the pages like dance partners in a Virginia freaking reel, while the high noon clock on the wall nickels and dimes away the seconds, and my sanity packs its AWOL bag and books a seat on the next flight out, leaving me languishing in this honeycomb of plywood testing cubicles, the testicles, surrounded but existentially alone, not allowed to talk, no one to talk to, complain to, yell to, going nuts over here, boss. Nothing to look at but a test, a standard number 2. And oh, this one tiny snippet of olive drab thread folded over on itself like a cursive E, insubstantial as a strand of hair, lying there with a pocket lint that eddies up into future dust bunnies in the corner between the desk's surface and the upright panels, and it irritates me, man. Just infuriates the hell out of me like some damned housefly on my dinner plate. So I just blow that filament, puh, out of sight, out of mind, right out through the crack, and get back to chewing on what'll become of me if I flunk this freaking test. When suddenly, it just tumbles itself right back out into its former place, lounging now in the lazy form of an S, like it's just basking there in a chaise lounge. No thanks, I like it just fine right here, prompting that exhausted, little nervous bug zapper tick in my eyelid that's been driving me nuts to crank up the bass in my brain another notch. So, I go feeling along the seams to see if there's some draft that might have blown it back through, but not finding one. Puh! I blast it once again right under the wall and sit back to eyeball that corner like some cat listening to something tickety scratching on the other side. And sure enough, psst, she comes sidewindering back onto my desktop again. Ta-da! Like a breeze-blown acrobatic tumbleweed. So, puh, back it goes, and psst, back it comes. And something's begun to happen inside me, something warm and fuzzy. Puh. Some little filling of the big void. Psst. A therapeutic playfulness. A putting it into perspective that I'm not alone, that I have this invisible friend on the other side, an opponent of friendly fire. And a crooked smile stitches itself across my face as I roll the tiny strand up into a booger ball and position it in the opposite, unexpected corner. Ha ha ha! Nobody expects the unexpected corner. Take a deep breath and pooh! Drive that sucker straight in past the goalie. Score! And the crowd goes wild. The stadium rocking from the stifled belly laugh on the other side. Over there. I can feel him. And he feels good. Psst! String ball rockets back out of the center of the front panel. What the? Practically bowling me over, and crap! I wasn't ready yet. I was scouting the corners. Okay, mister. Game's tied. 1-1. But it's my serve. Puh! Right down your throat, fella.
That's the fact, Jack!
A decade before the advent of personal computers, And long before the World Wide Web or the first video game, a virtual friend and I kicked the crap out of each other in a rousing little game of Thread. Two good old boys, destined not ever to meet face to face, but spiritually touching one another. Two incarcerated prisoners, if you will, communicating through the wall, dividing our adjacent cells.